Howdy everyone in the world of Regen Rovers. I hope you're enjoying your day, and hopefully this episode will make your day even more enjoyable. We have the chance to win another trophy. That's right, we're going to take on Aldershot in the Hampshire Senior Cup final today. It's the Phoenix Derby. It's not just a Hampshire Derby, it's the Phoenix Derby because they've got a Phoenix on their badge, and so do we, of course. They've been very successful in this competition since I set this up, of course. They've managed to win it 4 times. We've won it twice, but they are very good at this competition. They've reached 4 other finals as well. It's probably because they're a League 2 team. We're the favourites. We should be the favourites. We're a championship club. Now, when I set this up, I didn't see a way of being able to prevent ourselves from being entered into this competition when we reach the Football League. I kind of wanted it to be a Hampshire non-league competition. But there, of course, there's us and Aldershot. I didn't put Portsmouth and Southampton in it initially because I thought they'd win it every year. But it's kind of turned into a battle between us and Aldershot recently. Eastleigh have managed to win it as well. But yeah, it's quite predictable, this competition, even though I'm putting out weaker teams as well. We've been pretty successful. Since you last left me, we did actually to win that semi-final against Tottenham 3-0. Comfortable win. We're also going to take on Ipswich today, who are 23rd in the championship, but we've only managed to beat them once, which was the second time we played them. Since then, look at this. Look at all the draws. It is ridiculous, isn't it? So I really hope we can get a win. It does look like we are destined for the playoffs. We've been good, but we've not been spectacular. But somehow we've found ourselves in 3rd place because other teams haven't quite performed as expected. We are currently 13 points clear of 7th place Bristol Rovers. It's weird. We've just sort of sailed into this position. We've not been amazing, as I was saying. Look, recent form, lots of draws in there, a couple of defeats, but somehow we are still 3rd in the table. We might have been able to catch up with the top 2 if we'd decided to actually perform in the last few games, but no. 0-0 draw against Preston since you last saw me, then that 3-0 win against Tottenham. I'll show you the Agu goal. Oliver did score 2 goals as well. It's definitely his competition, but it was lovely to see Agu score for the club again, and it was actually a really good strike from him. Look at that, outside of the box, beautiful strike from our legendary forward. We then lost 5-2 against Middlesbrough, who are hoping to get into the playoffs. Really disappointing display from us. We did come from behind twice to make it 2-2 at half-time. Matteo, a beautiful free kick, the centre-back. I mean, what a goal. He's got 12 on free kicks, which is why he's been able to hit that in, I suppose. And Luna scored as well. Now, Mark Ball hasn't scored for a while. Luna is our top goal scorer. I think he's 5 clear of Mark Ball now. But I don't know what has happened to Mark Ball this season. There's been some brilliant moments from him, but he just hasn't. I don't think when was the last time he scored? Let's just see. This match against Sheffield Wednesday, all the way back on the 1st of February. He hasn't scored for almost 2 months. He did pick up an injury, to be fair. He's missed a couple. I think he's missed the last 2 games, but he is back. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. We return to winning ways though against Blackburn Rovers. Luna with a hat-trick, which put him ahead of Mark Ball as our top goal scorer. Let's have a look at his goals then. Yeah, this was a really good performance. Suddenly we turned it on. Complete opposite of the game against Middlesbrough, really. Mark Ball has been picking up assists here and there. He's just not, to be fair, he's not had as many opportunities up front this year. The goals have been spread around the team. It's strange how it's all changed, because I suppose tactically I have changed things a bit. We brought in different players, but I did change the midfield roles. I don't know if that's made a difference. Luna's second goal was fabulous, great strike, and he got his hat-trick in the 88th minute. Let's have a look at this one. It's quite patient build-up play from us, just passing it around, wasting time. Mark Ball involved. Did get another assist. Another really good finish from Luna from outside the box. Good 3-1 win. 0-0 draw against QPR, and then a 3-3 draw away from home against Bristol Rovers. They equalised in the 82nd minute, which was frustrating. We scored all our goals in the first half. Let's have a look at our goals then. First one from a corner. We've been pretty good from corners, although a little bit quieter lately, and it wasn't directly from the corner that we scored. It was the sort of second phase of play. Luna with another goal. He's on fire. Tasakovic made it 2. Nice interception from Kay. Luna involved again. Nice ball to Delfonso. Put it out wide to Cochrane. Hey, it was a really good finish actually. Look at this. Oh, that is beautiful. That really is. I like that one. I might do goal of the season again this season if I get round to it at the end of the year. Especially if we go up. I suppose it's good to mark these achievements, isn't it? Luna made it 3. I think it was 3-2. Yeah, they equalised late on. It was a very quiet second half. And I did go defensive towards the end because there was just nothing happening. But yeah, they got the equaliser. But we still managed to cling on to 3rd place despite this draw. First match then, Ipswich have made their way down south to take us on at Plumbing Park. So this is our lineup. I think Flanagan is suspended for this one. That's why Delfonso is playing in the middle. We're keeping with Mark Ball and Luna up front. Passmore has come in to right back because Gamble has just been really disappointing lately. I think he's got a 6.4 average rating over the last 5 games. Shocking, really. The Ipswich team then, of course, they're in the relegation zone, but they've got an ex-Swedish international, one goal in 2 games for Sweden. Aidan Hall up front. Looks pacey, looks decent physically. Their captain in the middle is Anthony Morris. Oh, we have to beat this team. We have to beat. We've drawn against them so much, and it's really a bit of a bogey team, although we've never lost against them. Let's go for that. It's not worked to do it for the fans, but just speak to them individually. Sometimes there's just not as many team talk options, and I don't really want to do that. I don't like lumping expectation on our team because they've still got this mentality that we're expected to get relegated. That's the thing. If I say anything above, I don't know, mid-table expectations, the players would just get annoyed because the bookies still think we should be going down. We are the favourites for this game though, that's the thing. Anyway, first highlight of the game, 2 Ipswich in their away strip. Strange to see them in red really, so used to seeing them in blue. Here they come, passing it around nicely. This looks dangerous. This good tackle by Mateo. Ramirez clears up the picture. Mark Ball. Oh, it's a delightful ball to Luna. Luna slashes it over, but it was a fantastic pass from Mark Ball. He may not be scoring, but he's still contributing to the team. Just want to apologise for the lack of videos over the last week or so. I went away at the weekend just gone, and the last episode that I uploaded, I intended to get that edited and uploaded over that weekend, but I just didn't have time before going away. So unfortunately, that's why there was a few days without a video. As Ipswich almost take the lead. First clear-cut chance of the game. Got it? Have I got it? Yeah, I've got it on the home tab. We're going to go attacking because against Ipswich, we really do struggle, don't we? Here's Passmore. Back to Ramirez. Here he comes. Kevin into Mark Ball. Can he slip it through to Luna? Oh, he does. Luna! There we go. 23rd goal of the season for Luna. He's surely going to be our top goal scorer. There's not long to go. He's 6 ahead of Mark Ball, but Mark Ball is getting the assists. He's got the most assists this season for us. But it's going to be the first year since he joined the club that he won't be our top goal scorer unless, and I wouldn't put it past him, unless he can score a couple hat-tricks to catch up. You know, I could just play him against Aldershot and, you know, he could score a few goals. But I think I'm going to go with Oliver and Curtis up front. Agu on the bench, probably with Mark Ball on the bench because he is our captain, of course. Deserves to be available, I think, for selection. Here's Skinner. That's blocked. Delfonso. What's he going to do? He's taking his time, but he's finally found a beautiful pass to Mark Ball, and he scores, finally. His first goal since the start of February. His 18th goal of the season. This is good. I'm pleased with this. Very pleasing performance indeed. It's a cracking pass. He took his time, didn't he, Delfonso? But he then saw Mark Ball. He wasn't making a run, but he knew Mark Ball had the pace to beat that back line. They had a very high defensive line there. Wow. I'm hoping we should be able to fairly comfortably get this game over the line. Here's Kevin Ramirez. Lovely ball through to Luna. Gets another. Ah, lovely. I mean, the midfielders are just, and Mark Ball, are cutting passes through for our strikers. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This is more like it. Ipswich must just be completely down in the dumps. No morale whatsoever. This is a fantastic through ball from Ramirez. And Luton, that's a good finish as well. And he's 6 ahead of Mark Ball again. Pumped up the pitch by Bayliss. We've created 2 clear and 2 half chances as well, which is always nice. Delfonso. Sometimes you can win a game 5-0 but not create many chances. But when you actually create chances and take them. It really is pleasing. This is a chance. Luna gets his hat-trick. Another hat-trick for Luna. 25th goal of the season. He's equalled his record from last year. I think he got 25 last year. It's a great ball from Passmore. I mean, maybe Passmore needs to be our first choice right back for the rest of the season. Gamble's been disappointing. Ungel will play in the Hampshire Senior Cup final. Remember our guy on loan from Germany? Can't play in league matches. But strangely, Dortmund haven't got upset. Maybe they just understand I can't play him. What a performance this is. This is wonderful. Let's keep it up, lads. Keep going. Cochrane's on a yellow, but we'll leave him on for the time being. I noticed Rutherford's got a really good average rating because he's only really played in the Hampshire Senior Cup. If he makes one more appearance, I think he might be top average rating for the season. Because remember, my rule is 10 appearances, and then you can feature on the player spreadsheet. But yeah, he's only really featured in the Hampshire Senior Cup. He's got 5 assists or something. Cochrane's done alright on the right, but he's mainly played in the league games, which is why statistics aren't quite as good, I suppose. Blabbering away here. Oh, clicked on the wrong thing there. Gotta make a change. Well, Luna's got his hat-trick. We're gonna throw on Andy Oliver. Okoro will play in the Hampshire Senior Cup final. Here we go. Here's Oliver. Into Tasakovic. Back to Kay. He's done alright at left back as Kay. Back to him. Decent cross in. Headed away. Ramirez. Chance he should have finished from there, really. Had a lot of time. Not that long to go. We've still got it on attacking. Tasakovic heads that away. It's a fantastic strike from Tomlinson. It's disappointing that we didn't manage to get a clean sheet. We've gone back to balanced. Ramirez will come off for Bilbo for the last few minutes. I'm gonna take off Mark Paul. He's got his goal. There we go. Really good win. 4-1. Man of the match performance for Luna, of course, with his hat-trick. So after 39 games, Regen Rovers are in 3rd place. Very, very, very slim chance that we can catch them too. They've both qualified for the playoffs already. Luna, top goal scorer, 25 goals. He's got a couple hat-tricks very recently, and he's actually been boosted all the way up to 1st place in the average rating charts. Ramirez has dropped out of the top 3 altogether recently. Mark Ball, though, 2nd highest number of assists this season. He is still the 3rd top goal scorer, despite having a much quieter this year. Much quieter year in front of goal. Because last year, 30 goals in the league, 33 in all competitions. This year, 18 in the league. He's only scored league goals this year. His assists are a bit better, though. And his average rating is still fantastic. He's an amazing player. He's just not been quite so prolific this year, has he? But it's good that he's ended his goal drought. So after not doing an Ask the Manager in the last episode, I promised you a longer one today. So I'm going to answer a few questions. Some of them are quite random, I must say. But the first one is from Carl Meechan, who has asked, will we ever see the team move stadium? If so, will there be a name change? I don't know if we will move stadium. I don't think we will. I think I've mentioned this before, but we have the ability to expand Plumbing Park to 25,000 people, which is more than big enough for the Premier League, of course, more than big enough for a club our size. Unless we suddenly get into the Champions League, like the first season we're in the Premier League, then I can't see that happening. And bear in mind, in real life, it is now July. FM20 comes out start of November. I'm planning on continuing this series up until then, but of course I've not been particularly consistent lately, which I do apologise about. So I don't know how many more seasons we'll do. 3, 4, 5? I might suddenly speed up in the summer. I don't know. I don't have a huge amount of plans. It's been a busy first half of the year for me. The first 6 months of 2019, just in my life, like work-wise, my proper job, it has been really busy. And of course, I went to Iceland with my wife. We both have family that are not really particularly close to where we live, so we're often having to go and see family at weekends. So that's a little bit of a problem with this as well. So I've digressed there. That's kind of answered more than that question. Let's move on to the next one. Glenn B has asked, what's Perry Miles's cat called? Okay, did I mention that he has a cat? Well, apparently he does. Let's call him, is it a he or a she? That's a good question. Let's make it a she. Claudia the cat. There we go. Next question is from Ask Olvenberg. When are we getting new jerseys? So on the first series of Regen Rovers, we changed the shirts every year, didn't we? On the game, like the graphics and stuff. But it just didn't happen this year. We've changed them once, and people just didn't. To be honest, you guys haven't sent me designs. I haven't asked for them recently, but when I have, I've had like 1 or 2 people send me some, which is much appreciated, but not enough to have a poll. I don't know why. Like last series, we had new shirts every year, people sending them in. So I mean, maybe it makes sense to change them when we get to the Premier League, but the main focus of this series hasn't really been on that side of things. Maybe the first series we had a bit more of that. This year, on FM19, it's been a bit different, I suppose. I've tried to focus on the club, on our journey a bit more, on the players a bit more, I suppose. And in regards to these, you can't buy them anymore because the company that made them has stopped making shirts. So thank you to everyone that did buy one of these shirts when the series first started, but you can't buy them anymore, I'm afraid. Banana Joe, how many hours do you have on FM19? Well, let's have a look on Steam. And I will say it is... I'll show you, actually. Shall I show you? You can see. 995 hours. Well, there we go. Almost 1,000. I've not played it as much, really, and I've not done as many experiments. I probably would have racked up more hours. I did quite a few experiments in December, though, didn't I? So that's probably why that figure is pretty high. I often just leave it, though. I don't close the game. It sometimes just sits there, which obviously racks up the hours as well, which is kind of cheating, but I'm not intentionally trying to do that. And lastly... Zudruva, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's got a silent Z at the start, maybe. Nosworthy. What do you do for your players' determination not getting dropped? I didn't read that correct. I can't read I'm English. I can't even read it. What do you do for your players' determination not keep dropping? So basically, you're asking if your players' morale is dropping, determination, etc. Oh, determination. Yeah, not morale. Determination is usually because of maybe you've got the wrong player tutoring them. What's it called these days? If we go to training, mentoring, that's what it's called. So often, if you've got someone mentoring, so for example, I've just asked my assistant to do this, but I presume it's someone like Lucas Long who's a bit older mentoring. His determination is 11. I think if you've got a younger player, their determination can drop because the mentoring's not going correctly. I think that might be a reason. I'm not entirely sure. If anyone can answer that question more comprehensively than I have, I'm pretty sure everyone could, because that was awful. Sorry, but yeah, help him out. I've noticed that a few times actually. Determination just dropping randomly. And I think it could be something to do with morale as well, and maybe they've just not developed as much as they'd hoped. Suddenly the determination drops. I mean, what's going on with Ungol? This is at 13 despite the fact he's not being played, so it's nothing to do with that. If we look at the young player, Serenity. Well, I'm not having that issue, but his determination is awful. Anyway, thank you for Ask the Manager. If you do want to ask more questions, use the hashtag ATM. I've got quite a few. I can just search hashtag ATM on my YouTube comments, and there's quite a few to come. But if you want to get them in for later on, then I'll try and answer most of them. I'm not answering all of them. Some of them, not really. I've done before, or not particularly answerable. Shall we get on then with the Hampshire Senior Cup? No, we can't, because I've not got to the day yet. Bear with me. Well, this is exciting. Another Hampshire Senior Cup final. This time we're taking on Aldershot, and we've made our way down to St Mary's Stadium in Southampton, hoping that lots of Regen Rovers fans will turn up, make their way down from Winchester. I'm sure there's plenty of Regen Rovers fans in Southampton these days, hopefully. So this is the team that we're going with to take on Aldershot today. Okoro is in goal. He's going to be the captain on the pitch. Mark Ball, club captain, on the bench. Ungol is going to make his 7th appearance for the club. All in the... actually, he's made 1 FA Cup appearance, 1 League Cup appearance. This is going to be his 5th Hampshire Senior Cup appearance. Lucas, Long and Dix. We've got Long... Well, we'll have to swap them around, don't we? Long, Dix at the back. And Henry, our left back. He's done quite well, actually, when he's had to play. Rutherford, who's been exceptional when he has played, on the right-hand side. Delfonso and Bilbo in the middle, with Perry Miles on the left. Now, the reason for that, Doran is injured. I don't want to play Tasakovic, because we want to give some time to the second choice players. Perry Miles is going to make his 6th appearance for the club. He's not featured much. He's not good enough really to play central midfield ahead of course, Flanagan and Ramirez. They're miles better. And Delfonso and Bilbo are our backup central midfielders. And up front, Andy Oliver looking for his 8th goal of the season. And Ryan Curtis looking for his 3rd goal of the season. Bayliss, Passmore, Serenity, Mark Ball and Agu. Serenity's done well in the under-23s. Non-competitively. Look at all those games he's played this season. I think I've said he could play for the under-18s and the under-23s, which is why he's played a lot of football. He's featured in 3 Hampshire Senior Cup games this season, all off the bench. Hoping to get off the bench again today. He's one for the future, but maybe he should be playing a little bit more now. I mean, he's just as good as Perry Miles right now. So, what's our record against Aldershot? We've actually lost 4 times and only beaten them 3 times with 5 draws. Aldershot currently in League 2, 10th in League 2, mid-table team, not a bad team. Shall we get on with this? Come on, Regen Rovers, come on, you younglings. It's an interesting formation from Aldershot. They haven't come up against this sort of thing. Maybe they're trying to nullify our formation. Perhaps they've done their homework. Stuart Clark's got 1 cap for Northern Ireland. He's their top goal scorer. They've got some decent players and they're probably putting out their first choice team because they're comfortably safe in mid-table in League 2. And they'll love to win another Hampshire Senior Cup. They've got some good players, but we really should be winning this. We really should. What's their goalkeeper like? He's not bad at all. Possibly better than Okoro on paper, probably. What shall I say? Do I go for an expectant team talk? Should we go for that? Yeah, that's motivated them. Not sure they deserve to win it, but well, we've got to the final. We deserve to win it if we win this game, basically. I'm going to play Curtis slightly deeper, but we will go attacking from the start. Send my assistant. Oh, I've done no comment. There we go. Let's get on with this. We're in St Mary's Stadium looking for our 3rd Hampshire Senior Cup title. Perry Miles playing out of position on the left-hand side, won a free kick early on. Come on, lads. Let's hope for an exciting game. Get creative. First highlight of the game after 15 minutes. There's been 0 shots since I've... How boring is that? I think all the people at the stadium must be asleep. It looks like a fairly full stadium, which is nice. Oh, what's this here? Free kick. Is this a red card? It is as well. Let's take advantage of this. Push forward. Oh, it's frustrated them. How strange. Corner then. We're good from corners. Rutherford into Henry. Into the box cleared as far as Oliver. Oliver to Perry Miles. To Bilbo. Dix is open. Oh, he's put it wide. Here's Perry Miles. To Bilbo. Here we go again. Nice ball out wide to Rutherford. Rutherford into the box. Blocked. Back to Ungol. Ungol, our German right back, crosses it in. Knocked away. Here's Bilbo. Bilbo tackled. Really good defending. It's cleared up the pitch. Dix has that covered. Just, what's going on here? Long Dix. Swapped them again. Bilbo. To Henry. Henry. Blocked. It's not happening. It's not happening. Here's Long. Knocks it long. For Curtis. Ryan Curtis hits the post. It's just not going in. Oh, how are we not winning this? They've had 0 shots. They're down to 10 men. We're just not playing well enough. Here's Rutherford though. Here he goes, charging at the back line. He's found Ryan Curtis, finally! There we go. Rutherford with another assist. It's going to boost his average rating even more. Ryan Curtis with the finish. 3rd goal of the season for him. I'm pleased for him. And we've finally broken the deadlock. And hopefully the floodgates will open now. It's a good bit of play by Rutherford. Deflected sort of through ball through. And Curtis applies the finish. We want more though, don't we? We definitely want more in the second half. I think I'm going to bring on Serenity for Delfonso actually. Not played particularly well. Give Serenity some game time. Play him as a deep line forward, I think. Long throw opportunity. Henry to take it. He's played it short though to Serenity. Crosses it in. Oh, it's over everyone. Not the greatest ball from the youngster. It's back to Ungol. Ungol. Curtis. Just heads wide. Another chance here. Ungol to take the throw in into the box looking for Oliver. Here's Rutherford to Serenity. Nice ball to Perry Miles. Into Henry. drives into the box, crosses it in. Bilbo smashes it wide on the volley. Not been Andy Oliver's day. He's motivated. I think we should leave him on for a bit. I kind of want to bring a Gill off the bench. Kind of want to bring Mark Ball off the bench as well. See if he can score a goal or two. Free kick, which Rutherford will take. Headed away as Perry Miles off the crossbar. Oh, I'd have loved that if that had gone in. Remember he scored that spectacular goal once upon a time. It was unbelievable. Here's Rutherford with the corner into the near post, headed away. Oliver can't win that. Is that the end of the highlight? Yeah. Right, we're bringing a Gill on. We're bringing him on for Oliver, and we will bring Mark Ball on for the last 10 minutes. It's been poor, really. We should have won by more than one goal, considering they're down to 10 men. But we're going to get our hands on another trophy, which is the main thing. I was hoping for an exciting game, but I think the red card has kind of spoiled it a bit. They probably went defensive, trying to desperately hold on to something and maybe hit us on the break. But they've had one shot in the entire game. We had 30 shots. There must have been long range shots. It's a bit of a anti-climax, but we've got the win. We're celebrating. And I think I've got to take the lads out for a Chinese or something. There's a nice Peking Phoenix Chinese restaurant in Eastleigh. Simply because it's called Phoenix. I've never actually been there. I keep meaning to go there. If the lads that don't like Chinese, there's a KFC two doors down. Well, there we go. We get the win. Curtis wins us the Hampshire Senior Cup. Rutherford with another spectacular performance, 7.8, man of the match. He is the top average rating player. Maybe he should play in the league for the last 3 games, because look at this. He's got a 7.63. And Long's done well. He's only played 5 games though. It's all the players that have just played in the Hampshire Senior Cup that are at the top. Andy Oliver up there as well, 7.25. Wow. But yeah, it's because they've not played a huge number of games. But it's brilliant. It's brilliant to win another competition. Pivotal match was our 5-0 win against Lymington for some reason. It was a big win, but it was an easy opposition. £500 for winning the Hampshire Senior Cup. There we go, that's the history of the competition. 5 finals, we've won 3 and lost 2 now. How many people turned up for the game? Let's have a quick look. £375 to be shared around. That won't even cover the Chinese, I don't think. Wow, 24,222. We had more fans than Aldershot, which is good. They had 11,000, so we had about 13,000, just over 13,000, which is nice. It shows how big a support we have now, because of course, for league games, we're pulling in maximum attendance, 9,054. That means, surely I can go to the board and say, we need to expand the stadium. Expand it, lads, expand it. I'm going to go for that. I aren't convinced the fact, but we've got 13,000 people turning up for the final, and we've only got a 9,000 seater stadium, so surely. Never mind. Anyway, I'm going to play until the end of the season. Now, it looks like we're going to go into the playoffs, so I'll probably just play like the last 2 games of the season, and then after that, we'll do YouTube premieres for the playoff semi-final, and hopefully the playoff final. There might be some sort of miraculous collapse of Norwich or Watford and we win every single game, but it's unlikely, isn't it? I'll end it there then. Thank you for watching episode 118 of Regen Rovers. Until next time, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy FM19. I'll see you very soon.